With Neville, what we sort of decided was that this guy has kind of structured himself a routine. And he's very disciplined about that routine. You know, he sort of sets alarms and he does certain things and he's very orderly and he keeps his house in order. And it's what sort of keeps him as sane as possible in a situation like this. And so part of that is the way he eats, you know, the discipline about working out and his body, you know, his haircut, the way he keeps his hair close. All those things are, you know, extreme choices for somebody who leads a very disciplined life. And it's almost as if that, you know, if that routine were to start to break down, the guy would actually fall apart.
In the beginning, when the plague was beginning to decimate everybody, he had a wife and a child. And it was that responsibility that kept him going. So it's conceivable that once they had died, he was so in the habit of surviving on a day-to-day basis that he just did it without thinking, although he did consider suicide many times.
Francis was probably the first person to bring it up, the idea that everything is actually plentiful. You know, he has access to all things, and he wouldn't have to take anything because it's going to be there when he goes back. So the idea of setting up, you know, there's a medical supply, so he knows that this is where medicine is, this is where canned goods are, and this, you know, this is where gasoline storage, and that he actually uses the entire city as his home. It gives a real sense of authenticity and realism to it. So he's essentially systematically sweeping the city, and he's basically taking inventory.